guys, and hello all you archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. Thank you, transponders. Now, I'm about to begin a 7th guest VR adventure. I've just finished Abduction, and I thought I'd go for another sort of point and click VR game, possibly one that's slightly better made. Let's dive into the actual VR, shall we? After we send the snail away. Like this on my screen. Briefly take off my ears and put on my face. I did go to the opticians today. The thing I sort of forgot is, because I told the opticians, I think my eyesight's gotten a tiny bit worse, which is true, but only a tiny bit. Those glasses I was wearing just then are probably fine, but these glasses are probably from a previous, like, they're probably too, yeah. The lenses I've added to my Oculus are probably not from the last time I got glasses, but from the time before that. Right. So the reason I was on this screen is because otherwise I'd be on this screen. And it doesn't show the title. It was on like for a brief second, then it disappeared. So I could start a game, which is fair enough because I need to start a game to play the game. But this one, I've tested it out, I've messed around with the options. I think this one will stream a bit easier. And be a bit easier to play as well. I will need chat though. So give me a brief second and I'll actually set that up. Shove it over there, and when I turn my head, I'll be able to see it. I'll tilt it in such a way that it takes up the least amount of room. Cool. Lovely. Let's begin, shall we? Press new game. Yes. He doesn't row. No, you don't understand me. He doesn't row. Okay. Well, I'm not. I'm not low enough to the ground. So. I'd like to be a little bit lower, but if I leaned like I can't quite. I know creepy snake stuff. I can't quite reach the water. Here we go. I wanna. Ow. I wouldn't have pegged this for the most efficient way of doing it, but whatever. I want to be able to pick this up and then do it from the other side as well. Okay, even though it's fine.
I remember you, but I don't remember myself anymore. This place does that to you.
Huh.
Maybe we can help each other.
Perhaps. Oh. So I've got to pin the chat up, otherwise I won't be able to see it. There. I've pinned the chat. I'm gonna have to move the chat though because. So I will say. Oh, hang on. We're gonna have to go into the options briefly. Wrong options, John. I thought I'd set this up, but no, I started a new game, so it probably undid all my options. That's a shame. No, those all seem to be right. Sure, whatever. I want this to actually be slow. I want to actually turn. Um... I can't remember what I wanted. Movement both. You know if I'm sitting or not, game? I'd like to... Yeah, seated. Landing. Seated, yeah. Button John. Alright, so now I don't... I'm still going to move my head, but there's going to be like less whipping my head back and forth, you know? Because I'll be able to smoothly do that. And... we're gonna... Okay, I'm gonna... I had this all set up. I want the vignetting to change, sorry. We'll do this early though, you know. Where are you? Turn the speed to very slow. Turn the radius to like there. Okay. Oh. Scratch my nose. So yeah, hopefully that's better. Obviously, I don't know why it doesn't vignette when I turn my head. That would be nice. But yes, we have just sailed in. I believe we are here for a spooky house. There's a...
Do you see your lantern? Take it.
I do. It's there, and I believe I can. Yeah, I don't have to be. You. There we go. I don't actually have to be. Don't have to lean in and physically grab. If I go away, I can. Summon it back. Cool. I've done it. I've equipped it. There's a picture of spooky serpent grabbing the lantern and some butterflies. Are you gonna tell me to? Whatever, I figured it out. Elusive soiree at Stauff Mansion. Oh, a lot of people crash their boats around here, don't they? What are you do swanning about? You see my spooky skeleton hands? I like them.
Your lantern brings back objects from the past and even fixes them.
I know. I had
The
to.
house, remember how it used to be.
So I will say, I'm not so sure about the spooky girl voice. I'm reminded of Mist 4 Revelation. Like Mist 3 had a Hollywood actor in, and then Mist 4 had a slightly annoying girl. But But like, this is nitpicking. I don't actually care.
The gate is missing something.
What? It seems to be a perfectly fine gate to me. There's a key over there. I know we want that key, but I want to open your mouth as well. Just because I can. I like that I can pick up both. It's neat. Lovely. Now I'm the Keyblade wielder. Sora! Okay. I swear I was... When I tested this out to see if it worked, and I swear I was lower. Can I adjust the height in the menu, actually? Because I'd like to be a little bit lower. I swear there was a height. Maybe not. There is a crouch button, apparently. I didn't make any changes to be sure. Oh, I guess I crouch. You come back to me, Key. Honestly, I'm glad there's a crouch in the game. Lovely. And I'm hoping it doesn't slow me down and it's like just a beast slightly lower.
Old man Stouff built a house and filled it with his toys. Six guests came one night. Their screams the only noise.
Spooky, spooky! Okay, you can afford all these lampposts as well. We have found a spooky house. Do I have... is my mic on? Is everything working fine? Yes. Cool. Before we enter the house proper, I'm going to use this opportunity to check on the temperature of my cup of tea. It's a pretty good temperature, actually. It's a pretty good temperature. Loud eject. So, yeah. So, you can already see, like, Abduction, which I made... I didn't make Abduction. What the fuck are you talking about? I played it. I didn't make it. It was made by the people who made Myst. When it came out, VR was brand new. Like, I think it didn't even have the hands. And the hands were added later. I'm not 100% sure about that. But, like, there's little things that is in this game that I really wish was in Abduction. Being able to, like, warp things to you from close by, using the hands. Being able to control my height slightly is lovely. Even being able to turn... I could have moved, but, like... The thing about Abduction is there's fucking loads of walking around in it. It's so I can actually warp in this game as well. But I know it doesn't really make for a good visual. Oh, butterfly. Hello, butterfly.
The toy maker's house. I need to remember what happened. I remember his voice playing on a record. There should be a gramophone here, right in the foyer.
Right, well, that's going to be the last thing we look at. So yeah, like, if I'm going to be trekking over an entire landscape, I'm going to be using this, right? But because we're in a house, I think we can actually walk around. The hat box. Some furniture.
He was a foundling, forced to grow up in a grim and grimy orphanage. A quiet child, without any friends. So he made his own. Soon he discovered he could entertain the other children with the puppets he had made. Everyone loved the shows young Henry put on.
So I was just trying to give it a gentle, like an NPC kind of sway to it. I think that's... Oh, no, no, no. What's this? Magic? Painting? There's an horse. Another one of those coins. We should walk at like adult height until... Oh, would you look at the time? The horse came back! Very spooky. Looks a bit small for me. Butterfly really wants me to go over there. Hello, Santa's Grotto. No, where's the thing that goes up and down? Boo! I wanted to check to see if it... It's supposed to... There's supposed to be a thing. Well, no, I just want the thing, you know... There should be a mechanism. Maybe this is pre-mechanism. Right, fine. I know I've got the entire upstairs. Let's actually play the game. Well, I like the spooky wispy the smoke. What's that? Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, I don't like the child acting, I'm sorry. That logo again.
Welcome to my house. I'm so pleased to see you all answered my invitation. And tonight promises to be a night full of surprises. Solve my puzzles and perhaps you'll walk out of here with your heart's most secret desire. Do leave your luggage in the foyer for now, as I have prepared a warm welcome for you all in the dining room. I remain your humble host, Henry Stout.
This house is filled with memories. If you find them, we can learn what happened. I'll show you. You just have to stand in the right place and look.
I might have to turn off. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to turn on the
Edward,
Yeah?
we're so far from everything. And what about the rumors?
Eleanor, they're just that. They're rumors. Okay? Now shape up. We need to make a good first impression.
Stauf has spent his fortune wisely. Never mind the smell.
Bit dreary in here, don't you think? Martine, Burden, maybe you've seen me on Broadway.
Regrettably not. Brian Dutton, you're on business.
A colleague of Mr. Stauf's, that must be nice.
I've never met the man, though I am intrigued by his success.
Hello? How rude.
Hamilton Temple, illusionist extraordinaire.
Julia Hine of the Hine Hotel. I don't suppose you know the toy maker either, do you?
No. But I heard he was run out of town. What did happen to the chips?
Oh, pish posh. Where's the dining room? I'm starving.
A premonition. Ah. Spirit dictates it's this way, my...
If you say so, magic man.
The clock! Every time you hear the clock chime, new rooms can be explored. This one I still remember. The dining room. Follow me!
Alright, let's turn that percentage up. Right, so I went to a wedding like a year ago. I don't know how fucking long ago it was. Some time back, within a year probably, and it was a murder mystery wedding. So well, I went to the reception afterwards where we had lunch and we got to hear a murder mystery, and it was amateur theatrics like this, and it kind of has that energy to it, which I guess is fine because I believe Seventh Guest is like an FMV old point and click anyway, so I wouldn't have it any other way. But I will say it has that energy about it. Like, I really appreciate, like, Abduction for still having the actors. I will say, the first couple of people that came in, I was like, oh, are they doing, like, the FMV trick? It was why I was doing this. No, they're 3D models, but they use actual people.
Edward?
Yeah?
We're so far from everything.
Like, these two have really done well.
Eleanor, they're just that. They're rumors. Okay? Now shape up. We need to make a good first impression.
Stauf has spent his fortune wisely. Never mind the smell.
Bit dreary in here, don't you think? Martine, Burden, maybe you've seen me on Broadway.
Regrettably not. Brian Dutton, you're on business.
A colleague of Mr. Stauf's, that must be nice.
I've never met the man, though I am intrigued by his success.
Hello? How rude.
Hamilton Temple, illusionist extraordinaire.
Yeah, these two don't work as well as models for some reason.
Julia Hine of the Hine Hotel. I don't suppose you know the toy maker either, do you?
No. But I heard he was run out of town.
We made it to the dining room. I see a bell.
Stauf's not joining us for dinner.
I guess our host wants us to fend for ourselves.
Great. Is there anything to drink?
Ooh. Curious. That's not how you hold a bell. Why am I holding a bell like this? Oh, I was sitting down. So, I'm thinking of playing the original game after this as well. Oops. I want to see how much is different. Amazing. Anyone missing a plate? Spooky!
My dear Mr. Knox, how good of you to come during these difficult financial times. But I believe everybody deserves a second chance, just as I got a new lease on life. And tonight, I want to return that favor
That's a microphone, isn't it? Sorry. Stop bumping the microphone, John.
Look, you can see the available rooms, and it even can give hints. It can even solve puzzles for you if you're stuck. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone.
Cool. I've completed 0 rooms. I've seen one of the chronicles and I found 3 of the coins. I don't know what the colours mean. There's blue and there's yellow. Ah, therefore there is always a spirit warmer. Oh, plates go there, do they? Right, I believe there are 2 rules. You have to press 4 separate buttons, and they can't be the same things. And they have to be touching each other. To or what I meant to press, but whatever. This one's quite difficult because it's quite hard to plan that far ahead.
Time for dessert.
You haven't beaten me yet.
Staff seems to know all about us.
Yes, he himself seems to have vanished.
Ned, how wonderful. Oh, who gives a damn? Will you look at that ghastly cake?
I suppose we should indulge just to be polite.
Allow me.
Oh, marvelous.
I think I'll stick to the wine, thank you.
Surprise, surprise.
New rooms are available. It seems like a deadly cake to me. Yeah, I can't really drink tea. Also, it's cold, obviously. How long have we been playing for? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. It's death cake. Okay. Oops.
The house remembered. The memory also opened other rooms. You can visit them now. Look at your spirit board to see which ones.
Don't you think I belong on the Great White Way? Sure, I did my stint as chorus girl, but lately all I can get are local gigs. And every great artist needs a patron.
Miss Bird, whatever you're offering, I'm not interested. And if there's one person to solve Stauf's mystery, it will be me. Alone.
We'll see about that.
I don't know how to go upstairs.
You'd probably all like to lie down after dinner. I have prepared a room for each of you upstairs, specifically tailored to your every need. I urge you to explore the room. You may find something unexpected.
That's Henry Stauf, the wicked toy maker.
I can't really do it, I'm tethered. Ah. Oh. Well, that's neat.
Oh, that's a stealth coin. If you're stuck, you can spend that at the spirit board in return for solutions.
This
Nice.
place, it feels like it's watching me.
I'm glad the dumbwaiter worked. Okay, it said a new room opened up and then it hasn't told me which one. We have completed a room.